All right, it is December 31st. The market will be ending in 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. And this is New Year's Eve, and it won't be a good one because everything's closed down for most people, but we move on. So as we end the market this year, it was a crazy year. From the March low, everything rode all the way back up. People are saying we're going to get a crash in January, February, or pullback. I think we'll get a strong pullback. If things get so high, how can you get in anything that's so high? You need it to pull back. They know that. Hedge funds, money managers, they're going to bring it back. The stock, small caps have been extremely hot, extremely hot. And let's take a look today as we wind down. ACY. Let's look at the daily chart. Look at this chart. It's pretty much garbage. It's going sideways. We had the move a few days ago, 46 million. And look at the lows right here on the lower volume. There's nothing. So this is pure manipulation. They brought it back right here. I thought maybe the 13 EMA was pretty close. And they bounced it up today. And the volume was pretty good. This is purely day traders and low float. They're pushing this is like a 1.10 million float. And when you see this move right here, 9:35 a.m., now you can take a line 750. It's kind of a tight line because these candles blowing right through that. But just to show you here, this is a $1 line. This moves up to 7. Here's your 750 right here. There's your 8 line. There's your first topping candle in the 5-minute. And pulls back, grinds up again, pulls back. And this candle right here, this is a hammer candle. Let me circle it. That is a hammer candle, meaning it hammers out the bottom and just pushed all the way through, came back up. And that is a great sign if you're long. So once you see this and see this, the 13 coming out, okay, the 13 went sideways, the 20 sort of going sideways, you're figuring, it's going to go back down here. Is it going to, fall all the way through here? And it didn't. And then it bounced right here. It was a second green candle after this, or first one after this red candle. And then it moved all the way up to 15 plus. Now you get it a 10-minute. It's kind of a bigger hammer candle. It's stacking, look at it, side by side. And then it bounced up right here. But on this, you notice the 10-minute, look at the 13 20. See how this, it never really it never went down like this. It was pretty much up. That's why the higher time frames, everyone wants to get down like 1-2 minutes. It's incredible, these higher time frames, how they work and how they move exactly. When you're in a shorter time frame, it's going to stop you out a lot of times. So here's your low move, the middle right here, and the high move. This is a very good long, even at the junk stock. There's no real news in this. It's just pure, you're playing the pattern. You got to be careful. But it did work. Sometimes it will work. You can play it. So, once you get over that 13, it's important to see that come back. Now, what's it doing? You have to watch what it's going to do. Now, if you're in here, I really want to take profit right here. It's very small. You come right back, and then it's going to stop you out. And then the bigger move happened. Sometimes there's one straight move. Sometimes there's a move like this, then a bigger move. So it really depends how you look at it. We all want to hold longer. Who wants to hold for like a small gain? We want bigger gains. That's the whole point. So ACY was a very good long. What will it do? What will this do after this? Is this going to come back up again? Who knows? You just don't know. It's a very volatile stock. There's no news, low float. Anything could happen. All right, ACY. Here's a BNSO. This is another stock coming up right here. Look at this. This was the first move, and this was at 9:45 a.m. This came up. There's not 5 around noon. Very floating here. Not great volume at all. Then it really explodes out. Look at this. There's a hammer again. Look at this hammer all the way down and came up to 1044. This had news. Let me see here. No, I don't see any news on this. It's another low float. And you can see the move here. This moved all the way from like 3, get to 4, get to 5. Yeah, this is one of them I call like floating. It'll float up slowly, and then eventually it'll start to explode up. It didn't even have great volume. Yeah, this was 185,000 in 5 minutes. It wasn't great volume at all. But another low float, and they're moving it. So you got to be careful with that. I like, look at here. There's no volume here at all. No volume. Was it halted here? That's why. Okay. Here's a halt. 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 There's the halt stair step. That's why I was looking at the 5 minute. There you go. BTBT. This company was formerly known as Golden Bull Bitcoin mining. So this is all Bitcoin mining. The stock jumped from like 2 to 23. Now, this is a continuous. So this went all the way down. 14. And right here, this big candle. So this is big, this huge 5 minute candle. Then came back to 1320 MA. Then bounced up to 16. Sideways 18. It's still going right now. 23.42. This is incredible long run. Very liquid, good volume. Did the 10 minute. This is inside candle. It comes up at 16. Look at this. 13 EMA. See, it's pushed down and comes back up. It's a great sign. So, this is a great long. The daily charts are long. Bitcoin's on fire. Like, what's not to like with this chart? So, the bias is to the long side on this. HOTH announces production of HTOO1 cancer treatment. That was at 8:01 a.m. There you go, 8:05. There's the big candle. Look at this, 800,000. This is pure momentum. As soon as that news came out, pretty low float, 8 million plus. Here's another candle. These are big. See, this is quarter line. Usually quarter line's pretty good. This is very big candles here. You can put it tighter to a 10-cent line, but you're probably going to be stopped out as this goes through. See, this gets higher. So this is momentum. You can play momentum. This is early move. Right here is about my middle of my chart. Still good. Once you get over this 250, it's dicey. It's probably your last move to get in. Even here, you got to get in. But I mean, just as far as a really good move. And then it fade it, and there's a typical bounce, and then fade. Or they'll come up here, sideways, just fade. Just bounce a little bit. Gave you a nice little gain if you played it. So that's a pure momentum play, pure straight up momentum. You got to get a momentum early as possible because you don't know when they'll fade it. And here's the daily chart. This is a massive falling wedge ever since this IPO'd February 2019. Look at this. See, it's wide. See, it's getting smaller. It means a big explosive move's gonna happen. That's the biggest volume it's ever had. It's funny, you see these charts. Eventually, you can put in a pattern. You see this? How it's tighter, and an explosion. BNGO. This has been on fire lately. Look at this. This came all the way from 50 cents to 3. Now you do have congestion up here at 3, 4. Look at that 4 level. Wouldn't surprise me if this gets the 4 somehow, maybe next week. Yeah, tough for a 5 minute. Had to move 7 a.m. to 50. Exploded up. See, it's a lot of candles back and forth, these red candles. A lot of tails, making it a tougher long. This is a very strong long play though on the daily chart. AINC. See this move here? This is at 4:35 p.m. yesterday. moved up, came all the way back. Then it rose up again. See, like double topped here. Then it came back. Very choppy chart. It's almost, you can see by the candles. When you put in such big, large candles back and forth, it's just no good. You want to avoid. Simple. You want to make trading as simple as possible, the easiest trades. And this came out. This is 19. The volume here is only 11,000. Not great, but you could get in. Put in a middle line here. See this 20. Very fast trade. Not the best of volume now. You got to be careful, but it's a higher price stock, so you don't need a lot of size in this. And this wrapped right on that 1320 EMA, so it wasn't bad. LXU, another one, not good volume. Very light volume. Let me see these candles. 14. I mean, it's enough that you probably can get in and out, unless you have huge size. Can, another one. It's made a big move up. 556 came all the way back down. And you're bouncing back and forth. Tough or long. I don't like choppy trades or big whipsaw moves unless it's clean. Yeah, this is very tough to read, and you want an easier trade than that. This is no good. RLH. This is a great trade. You don't know when you get in what it's going to be this good. Like you get in here, okay, I see momentum. You have very clean candles. There's nothing, this crazy on this chart. This is a pure momentum chart. See 875 to say get in here. 9. I would say up on this chart. 975. Once you get this 975, you sort of get this 10 level. You have to be extremely careful because you're getting very high in the chart. See, look where it's running the chart, here to here. Did run more, pull back, and then sort of like double topped and then came back again. But that's why you don't know in specific charts what it's going to do. If you're in low here, you just let it ride. There's no reason to sell until maybe up here. That's the name of the game. I mean, you want to get in low and make a small profit. That's good too. You don't need a lot to make profits. Everyone wants to make 10,000, 100,000, 300, 500, 2,000 in a day is tremendous. No one's making that in real world, basically. You can see here, this came all the way down, found the bottom. Look at this triple bottom. Basically a triple bottom from July to September, November. CLSD, straight up, not a great move here. It's not a good move too, CGA. JAGX coming back again. This wasn't bad. Over 70 cents, excuse me, penny player. And then it's got all the way up to $1. Straight momentum. JAGX, it's a horrible stock. Found, look at this, 20 cents. Came back, support 1320 EMA, and rode up again. A lot of these stocks are complete garbage. EBON, but that's how you make the money. These stocks won even 50 cents, we'll say, to all the way to $10. That's the name of the small caps. And all these other stocks too are like BT24. They were once penny stocks. So this is at 210, riding up all the way to 265. And not great volume, but it's a front side move. Look at this. 13 EMA was never like attacked here. It never was any move to like right here. So it was a long trade. That's no good. Straight up move. WBAI. CD. It's really picked up late. AIRT. This is another late move. GCI wasn't, that, let me see here, it was 295. It was a small trade. Just because this had to move. Didn't this move? Yeah, this moved the other day, 2 days ago. Electric sensors, this stock. You get some weird patterns too in some of these stocks. Like a volume. As you get on the list of volume, it's not going to be great in a lot of these. There's Icon. There's a straight up momentum play. This is a good play. WDC, line to line. Look at this. Big candle. Okay, where'd he go? There's your line. 50-50 line. Maybe you play back here if you want to try. Next line. Very clean lines here. A lot of higher price stocks will do that too. And this was over $5 gain. So that's a really good long. Very good. Here's another one. Maxar is like the same pattern. Look at this candle. One big candle. Right here, 36, maybe get in 36.05, keep that little 5-cent move. So far away from your 13 EMA, and this takes off. There's Tiger, TIGR, FinTech. So this gets a 720, 730, pure momentum. As a cross up here, you can see pretty much up here was a sell, not a bad little gainer. Look at this move, that's crazy. Some of these trades too, you gotta figure too, like people trading this like weird stuff, like there's no volume. It's like so strange. There's Trill. This is not a bad daily chart. See this? Notice backward uptrend. You see uptrend. There's the line. This moved up right here. That was November move. Great wedge here, falling wedge. And this is another one. Came all the way down. I called this, I think, weeks ago in my video. We're doing stock splits. 12. There's a cross. And then we're wrapping around now. Wouldn't surprise me we get back up here to 1920. It's possible. The way the pattern's shaping up. ODT. This has 1322. Looks like a triple bottom down here. Big gap here. Must have had a failed drug, therapeutics. It wouldn't surprise me if they push this way back up too. I would watch that ODT. I see a lot of guys too, they're trading like tons of stocks. They're like trading 5, 6, 7 stocks. Really focus on 1, 2, maybe 3. I mean, it depends your account, how much you're trading. Focus on one solid one. Get like one big gainer, 1,000 to 2,000. Other guys are like, 50 here, 80 here. Just like they want to trade a lot. You want to trade as less as possible because it's very, it's very risky. Same thing casino. Elf, this had a big drop. Going down, way down the list here. Like I said, on your gainers list, it's going to be probably the top 10. You will find good trades. As long as the market's pretty hot. There's Givo. It's got right here over 420, 480, then a big short. And that's the typical move on these stocks. You see this, look at this, front, then back, or like a snake move up that way, or momentum, the straight up momentum. Here's SHIP, and I pointed this stock out too. It's a penny play. It has a big gap right here. This has been going sideways forever, and you ever support like 40 cents. This could fill. It wouldn't surprise me, 75 to $1 plus. Like this gets some sort of like pure momentum and pure like day traders getting in this, and this will rock it. Here's XL. Remember this stock? big move up, coming all the way down. See, touching your 13 EMA. What time is it? A few minutes before the close. Anything moving here late? Excuse me. All right, so that's the move on penny stocks. Go back to ACY. Now, what was this stock before? This stock was at, it's got as low as 1, went to 35 plus. These penny stocks turn into higher price stocks, even though they're not. So the penny world, I'd say anything from 50 cents. As soon as they start to break that dollar, if they can maintain a dollar, 1 to 10 zone, and even sometimes higher. That is the biggest zone there for trading. You can make the most money in trading. So even here, look, if you got in here, like, let me say 300. 300 shares on this. Get in at 8. Now, even if you got out here at 2, $600 right there. 300, then you get out up top, maybe that 14 level, that's 1,800. So, if you want to take the quick gain here, then you missed the bigger gain. And that's why my whole theory is the 1320 EMA. You have to let it cross over where your 20 is above, or like a really strong bend. Now, this one, you see this? Okay, you're watching it. Let's say you're in at 8. And then you see it. If this goes straight down to 8, you're probably going to get out. Or even if your stop's here, 7. Probably will by stop 7, but so then it did another move. Then it came back. Once you see this hammer, anyone who knows candlesticks, that is a bullish candle. Comes back, didn't go through, and came back. Then you have a green candle. I see this sideways. Sideways is consolidation. Now you get it at 10 minute. That's why the higher time frames. Once you get over that 10 to 15 zone, you don't need a 30 minute. I wouldn't say on an intraday chart. Then this is a green, red, back and forth, and then a big hammer down. Then we get the 9, and then it takes off. But the main thing too here, as the stock moves and it's doing this, the price is rising. Not the price. Your 1320 MA is going to rise. See this rise? This is rising. This is rising. And then get it to 15. 15 came here, you're watching. This here, even on the 15 minute. And they see this, you're seeing it's like, damn. It's like at 8, it's going to go down. Look for the next candle. And look where it touches, the 13 EMA. Could even touch 20. That's a cross, a reversal at the bottom of this little pattern. Then we bounced. It's all patterns and, where you're at in the chart. See the 13 EMA? Look at this. 20 EMA. There's no sell. Now, when you get up here, because you move from here to here, remember top to bottom. Bottom to top, excuse me. Bottom, middle to top. That's the move. So you move a double, 7 to say like 14, 15. That's a double in the move. Now you're coming back down. And you want to wait this long because this was the initial move. You want a bigger move. You're always looking for a double. Now this did from 7 to 10 or 8. That's it's a good $2 gain. But as stocks move, most of them won't do this little move here. When you start bottom, this is I back test it, and you go to here. Most likely they'll go to here. They're not going to like just fade here unless we get a new thing in the markets where that's going to happen, like the patterns. That's a rare pattern. Very rare. You'll see it from up top and it'll fade down. Now, when you see this on the 15, see this going down. I mean, you don't want to wait all the way down here. It's sort of bending, but you can see in the action of the candles and the 10 minute. See the 10 minute rise here. See this? And this came. And look for this is a pattern. See, this was more back and forth, but this is the top of a pattern. When you see sell signals at the top of a pattern, see this like big hammer or not hammer. Not a hammer. I'm talking a big, it's like a shooting star, but look at the wick here. And look where the wick is, the top of a pattern, going from low to high. And you're going to see this in the chart. Now, that's a 10 minute. Get a 5 minute. And there it is. And it starts to get staggering down here. I mean, if you've seen this, you see this, you're like, I think it's going to go higher. Not when it's around 7 to 14. You just doubled. See, 7 to 10 here, it's iffy. You can take profit. It's not the biggest profit. And then it ran. So it's sort of that, however your style is. You want to make bigger moves. Everyone gets stopped out like 50-cent moves. Oh, I made 75, but it's not really a great move. Let me look here in the 30-minute. Yeah, here's 30. I mean, the 30s, see this big cross here, the 13 over the 20 EMA. But that's too far. You don't want to take it too far. I say the 15 at most. 10's pretty solid. What other trades like BTBT? See, this one came up. And look at it, sideways. And then right over 19, ascending triangle. Look at this. Look at that. Damn, try to go through. See the 15? Look at this, rise up. Because I see a lot of traders like they're in the 1 minute. How are you trading the 1 and 2 minute? It's like so insane. Like look at the 2 minute on this. I mean, you can see quicker moves. The candles like here, you know, this found support, but it's like so much noise. You don't want to see all these candles. What's the point? 3 minute, I'll go as low as 3 minute. I can see that. Yeah, the 5 has been solid. The 5, even the 10 sometimes, 3, 5. And then after that 10, 15, look at a longer time frame. And look at that. See this one up, and then the 2 candles. Now look where it found support again, 1320 EMA. So it's pretty incredible how it works. I've been back testing this for 2 years now. Excuse me. Dow Jones finished plus 196. It's at 30,606. You think that needs a drop? Yeah. S&P plus 30, 968, 3471, 3741. NASDAQ 12,888. That's pretty incredible. Small caps are down 1973 today. VIX 2260. The VIX isn't falling now. The VIX isn't at 10 or 15. Hasn't gone below 20, so it's interesting. Gold's 1902. Silver's 2635. Crude is 48.40 flat. All right, here's Lending Club too. Love these momentum plays. You just don't know it's going to do this. If you're in here, it's like I'm taking a shot. And the reason you take a shot is you're playing line to line. Okay, it broke out. See, like there's no, you know, from the last, even yesterday, look at the chart. Okay, so one above, you know, 844. So once you're above, and look at this 13. Once your 13 is over your 20 like this, the stock's moving, and this is going to move up, your EMAs. You know, so there it goes. And like on this one, like I said, look how far away the space. That means it's pure momentum. That's so strong in the stock. And then we get up here to 11, and then you're okay. This is a big bearish candle. Yeah, these were small candles. Then you see this, you're like, okay, well then you get out. Again, there's reasons. You went low to high. Remember my middle's about here, you know, high in the chart. So that's the whole thing. Look at your chart where you're at. Low, middle, high. And then this came down, that's where you take profit. I mean, if you're in here pretty low, that's all you want to do. All right, so that's it for small caps. I mean, it's more of execution now. More of reading these patterns. You got to know the patterns. What was the other one too? Like the HOTH one. Again, pure momentum. You can trade this pre-market. This has tremendous volume, 800,000. You're playing line. It's momentum. They're going to bring it up. Here's low, you know, middle, and high. We can do too is look at the daily chart where they bring it to. When you're looking like where are the lines? You know, penny stocks gonna be $1, $1.50, quarter, all quarter, you know, quarter lines. This is at 3, and that's a big congestion here. 3, see this? And then you even get the 350. See that? Everyone's looking at the same things. Remember, it's no secrets or anything. There's only so many lines here. You can even get like a 10-cent line, however you're playing it. So don't make it that complicated. All right, let's look at the SPY as I'm watching CNBC. Now, here's the SPY. This big run up from 2018. Then you had the big move down 19, big move 2020. We're going to have a big move 2021. Well, as the pattern has been showing, it's been showing that there's going to be some sort of drop. I don't know how big, though. From here to here. And that's clearly, everyone knows this is a rising wedge. Look at the space. Then we get smaller. Then we get smaller. We're at 374. How high are they going to take this? We are seeing divergence here. See this? Look at the SPY. Stochastics. We're up here, bounced up here, bounced up here. We're getting lower each time on the bounce. So this might be another move lower. Once we break this 20, this could drop to 350. If we really drop 330, 340, we'll see. Here's the NASDAQ. Look at this line. From 2018, 2017, straight up. 11,000. This is above that trend line. This could fall back pretty hard too. And here's the Dow Jones, same thing. It's at 36.7. This is the highest point it's ever been. Try to connect these lines. So it's over that one line from February 2020. And then the other line I crossed here. So I'm trying to connect all these lines. This is another one too. Look at stochastics. See, it's staggered down, up, down, up. It's forming some sort of pattern here. Weird kind of pattern, like trying to draw this here. So each time the high is getting lower. See this? So that's telling me something there. It's already showing divergence lower with like a stagger. Very, very strange. You haven't seen that. See, these patterns are more like up and down. So I'm not sure what that means, but a drop. We could fall through 30,000 easy. This could come back anywhere like 27,000. That'd be a nice pullback. And we will get a pullback, just a matter of time. The VIX. Here's the VIX at 20. Pulls back. See, this hasn't gone below 20. It's sort of going back and forth here. We'll see that on the VIX. So, that's your main movers. I think I'll do another video. Maybe I'll do some ETFs and long and short. I'm dying. Does anyone get that dry throat? Completely dry. I drink so much water. So, that's it. Small caps will probably remain hot January, February, March, April. I think the market's going to be very volatile again. We're going to get a pullback. And, we're riding high right here. A lot of strange things too happening. A stimulus. They knocked down the 2000 stimulus. And, the markets are just crazy. As I watch CNBC, they're all talking about, the gains and everything. Like, look where we've come from March. There's a lot of bad news. Still a lot of people out of work. All businesses are still like closed. It seems like Wall Street's not, they're looking beyond that. And then, after January, February, things are still closed. There's still the coronavirus out here. Is this going to affect, is this like a trickle down effect on like housing? Landlords can't pay, then these people can't pay. I don't know. It just seems like it's way overshot. It needs to come back pretty hard, but even if this came back all the way to that 320 again, that would be a really good pullback. So we'll see what happens here. So we've had the 18 down, 20, 19 down, big move, coronavirus. And the coronavirus, let me say this too. 99% of people recover from this, and a lot of people that are sick or overweight, diabetes. I've been a personal trainer too. I've done personal training 20 years. I'm nutritional certified, personal trainer certified by the state in Pennsylvania. And, a lot of people are overweight. They have diabetes. They don't take care of themselves. And if you put it in that category, then it's even less people that are probably hospitalized, just, everyday people. So you're closing all these states and like these northern cities, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. And, it's making things worse. You're sitting in a house all day. It's terrible for your health, staring at a computer. And, all the government and governors, all these mayors, they don't know what they're talking about. They just think, oh, you're going to go here to a gym, a restaurant, out here, there, you're going to get it. You can get the flu anywhere. Then they're like, oh, it's on the handles, it's in the air. I don't believe anything they say. They don't even know. No one even knows. How are you going to have a scientific study? We don't even know what's true and what's not true. That's the other thing about our society. So you had people out of work almost like over a year, and you give them a $1,200 check and a $600 check. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. You're listening to people that don't know what they're talking about affecting your life. It's sad. It's unbelievable. So it's shocking. When you're not educated in things, I'm not educated about everything. Like everyone doesn't know everything. That's why people you see walking around are heavy. And why are you heavy? You're eating the wrong foods. You're not exercising. Your health's bad. You're probably performing bad at work. There's a lot of reasons for stuff. And all these people, the government, they closed down everything. Coronavirus. They're putting so much fear. CNN has a ticker. What's like 360,000 have died out of America. How many people are in America? 300 million plus. It's less than 1%. Come on, it's so crazy. Now, if you want to say like open restaurants, everything, maybe not full capacity, you don't want people on top of each other. I understand that. Like, if you've ever been to clubs or anything where it's insane, people are all over you, you're like, in your face. I understand that. There's ways you can do it. Masks, every other like treadmill for gyms, bars, to keep people a little bit separate. I guess it's possible in restaurants, but they don't want to do it. And it's hurting more the economy. It's hurting people more of the other way. That's what I see. So we'll see what happens 2021. That was my rant. All right, here's the SPY. Yeah, it's easy to draw this line. You're drawing this up. You're trying to like connect this. If you connected it here, see it's not going much higher. It's forming a wedge. It's a definite wedge. You see in the monthly. Monthly we're still going up. And the Fed's pumping money. The printing machine just never ends. That's why I don't see how there's not some like major pullback again, like 2019. This was coronavirus. There's got to be something that's going to pull it back again. I just have that feeling. So we'll see. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe and like the channel. Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. I also have Stock Twits, which is a blog, which is Mike Cayman Trades. He got over 3,000 followers. I pointed out so many stocks. You look back over the months and months of I made tremendous alert calls on a lot of these stocks, especially when we dove down November. I said it's a buy. Everything went back up. I've been calling that. I'm on Twitter. I think Mike 007. Let me see here. What is my Twitter? And my Twitter is, where is it here? Oh, twitter.com, Mike Frank 007. I'm on Instagram too. You can look under Mike Cayman, I believe. Let me see. On Twitter, it is not Twitter. On Instagram, it's Mike Frank 98. All right, that's it. Maybe we'll do some more videos. We'll see over the weekend. Please subscribe and like. Financial information, you know, stock market analysis. I've been doing this since 2006. I probably should get like, isn't there like certified market technician? I've been doing this forever. I understand all the markets. I understand these, you know, candlesticks, technical analysis, day trading, swing trading. I understand a lot of it at this point. It takes years and years. I've been doing this on the side from all my other jobs too. All right. Have a good holiday, New Year, and be safe. And we are out for now. Peace. Peace.